One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Utah Utes offense will have the football first. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Now, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter. And
oh, he's got some space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Quick completion on the out route. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
it is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Houston's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early, to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utes! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Houston, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Makes the catch. Out Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Smith wants to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed. 10. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Intercepted.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Gonna run it. It's Warren. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Smith dropping to pass. Complete to the left. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Handoff to the lone back. Running into the open space. Turning it on. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. The RPO fired complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. Got some room headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Houston. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air, it's Applewhite. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Open field on the right. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Brown. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Bringing it. Just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. First and goal from the 10. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! Looking for the time with the extra point. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This should be the last play of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw. Pulls it in. It's Williams. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Into the house. Touchdown, Utah.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Houston, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. A quick pass to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on second down. Off the play fake. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Offense getting set for first down. Handoff from the gun. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Applewhite. Quickly complete. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Using his legs. It's Green. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Green. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Hands it off. Fights off a defender. Noses his way forward. Maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Utes will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Utes! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. Brings him to the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark it down at the 28. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Pulls it in, it's Thurman.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play.
Do better, but that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Cougar! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. looking to throw. It's Applewhite. Zings it complete to the right. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got a man. It's Savage. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
On target. Oh, he's got some space. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick pass on the fly motion. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has put on a display. He's going for the goal line. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Utah! Fitted in the window for the score.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Smith wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Got it in the middle. It's Thurman. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is on its way. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to beat the D deep. It's caught. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Utes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. And now on second down for this offense. They'll try the run. Gets it past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Smith dropping to pass. Under fire. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Second down coming up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Red pass, it's complete. He smashes his way through again. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a heat. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Now facing a 3rd and long. And the incomplete incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Smith wants to throw to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Punt is on its way. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Now on first down from the 40. To the air on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The offense changing the play. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Clemson has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they ran down the hill, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Smith dropping the pass. It's complete to the left.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there. Safeties are going to be there. So you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got a good chunk of... Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Why not double the try total and go for 2? Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on! They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off play action. Pressure coming. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The short hand, it's Young. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Quick spin on the run. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
The RPO, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Smith wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position.
There he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Houston wants to play fast.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has...
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He'll try to take it back. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Using his legs to buy some time. It's complete on the right side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Here we go. He'll keep it himself. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, shoots. And the beatdown has ensued. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt, it's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards, so I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down. The run from the shotgun. Pass to first down marker and still running. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of running room.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because, Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent, I'll tell you.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense is...
Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Utes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Grabbed in the middle. It's Savage. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold.